made GIM account with friends on release, never had plans on playing. Ended up playing Iron Man by myself, but on GIM. Here we are, here's my progress. Ended up doing quite a few things. Now I'm gonna do it again. Except I'm gonna cheat by giving myself all these items, all these dupes I've built up over the account. This isn't even all my dupes because I've actually dropped a lot of things over to my main just to have my main set up just in case, and bonds and stuff like that. But yeah, these are some of the dupes I have remaining on the account that I haven't yet dropped over. Actually, some of this stuff might not even be used as of this moment. I'm thinking of making a 50 defense account. That's probably not going to be locked or set in stone. I'm going to start it as a 50 defense account, but I might just get bored or frustrated with it and just make it a regular second GIM account. But yeah, we'll see. All right, I know I showed a bit of it off earlier, but you know, I guess before we switch the POV over to the fresh new account, I'm just gonna flex the bank a little bit. Obviously full Ancestral, Missouri, Torva, that's pretty much max of each style. Got the Amis, the bracelets, gloves, whatever. The 3 mega rares, that's probably the biggest thing. Got all the capes, Quiver, Inferno. Don't have a Venator ring out of the 4 DT2 rings, but that's... Honestly, when do you use a Venator ring? I am actually working on it slowly right now, but the motivation for that is pretty low, hence why I'm making a new account. Got the Elite Void Ornament kits, Echo Vertus from the most recent leagues. In terms of kits, the Dins, the Blowpipe, Sang kit, or I'm sorry, the Holy kit on the Sang staff, the Sang kit on the Scythe. Got the Fortified Ward. That right now that's the only Corpse Shield I have. I don't have much Corp KC, but I did spoon this, quite a big spoon. I'm very low Corp KC. I don't know the exact number right now. Yeah, no GM, yeah, whatever. Never went for it. Skill issue or laziness, what have you. I never have any GP on my account. Here's my runes, some TPs. Kind of my farming tab with the bird's nest. I actually did 9900 through bird houses only. I'll show you the potion storage in a second. Some raw supplies, gems, ores, logs, planks, bars. Here's the herb making tab. Got lots of herbs from all the raids I do, especially chambers. Some skilling outfits, graceful. Just a bunch of random junk that I don't really use anymore. You know, even the Dragon Warhammer goes down here now ever since the Elder Maw. Some old stuff like the face guard. Don't need it when I have Torva now. Yeah, just random stuff. And then I guess like here's like some loot and other random things. I don't know. The lower I get in the bank, the more messy it gets. This tab is like the dupes and whatnot. I showed off a bit of the dupes earlier. Some dupe kits. Alkables, I guess, and just more random junk. And then potion tab, I got quite a lot of brews because, like I said, I got 9900 through birdhouses. And then just a little bit of everything else. Nothing too crazy, I don't think. But yeah, that's this account. Go. I'm actually logging in for the first time. No members yet or anything. I just made the account. Actually, at the time of this recording, I can't even add this account to my GIM yet. I gotta wait 7 days to kick out one of the inactive accounts and then add this one. Okay, display name, you know, with all MMOs or any online games really, you know, what are you doing if you don't take at least 20 minutes thinking of a name? Actually, before recording, I've been thinking of names, and here we go. 416 Hero. If you know, you know. It's available, set name. Alright, I know some people kind of have a go-to look when they create their new RuneScape characters, but I kind of just do whatever. This model looks nothing like any of my other accounts, but just kind of click some buttons, ended up with this, and I think I like it for now. You know, we can always change it. Let's just get it started. Okay, most important thing when you're making a new account and you want to be an Iron Man of any kind, talk to the tutor right outside the mage instructor. So, let's go through the proper dialogue here. Oh, that was not the proper dialogue. Okay, talk to me about Iron Man. Um, Yada yada yada. You know, hardcores, UIMs, group Iron Man, regular Iron Man, unranked. Come on. Okay, I'd like to change my Iron Man mode and group Iron Man to set a pin. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, we got a pin and we've selected group Iron Man. Okay. Now, I think as a group Iron Man, we don't talk to the magic. Okay, looks like we have to do the magic portion of the tutorial island. We just gotta make sure we don't talk to him and teleport to Lumbridge. Okay. Oh, good. Now it actually tells you to go to the node. All right, so we're done with the magic instructor. Now we actually head to the node. Okay, we are on the node, and I've got my blue group Iron Man helmet on. Now we just gotta wait out 7 days for my group to clear up a spot so that I can add this account to the group. While we wait the 7 days out, I'm just gonna be on the main iron playing like usual, but also I'm gonna do a bit of prep work here and there. Right now, I'm thinking of making a bunch of house tabs and trading that over so that the new account can have access to all these TPs, the stamina pool, and just be able to do quests really quickly and get around really easily. So with adding this new account, I'm still very much a Blue Helm Group Iron Man. Because we're adding a fresh new level 3 account to the group. They're not bringing anything along, they are not bringing any stats, but that means we're going to have some trade restrictions with that account for about the first month. So, for example, we're not going to be able to trade over a shadow and have that account use it right away. For this first month, I'm probably just going to have it be handed some teleport tabs, maybe some stamina pots, some low-level weapons, like maybe a rune simi or something like that. The wait is over. I am on the island with both my accounts. And it's time to apply. Okay. It's in a group. You'll lose your prestige. Yeah, prestige is fine as long as we don't become unranked. I don't want to do that. Apply. Yes. There's the application. And then switching over to my main here, it says 416 Hero wishes to join your group. Invite 416 Hero to your group. Yes. And we are sure. Oh, here we go. And we're in. All right, as we get started on our new Iron Man journey, I'm going to park my old Iron Man at the Zaya Blood Runes. To get ourselves going, I've handed 2 bonds over from my main, so we'll be bonded for about a month and then we'll extend it from there. Okay, now that we're a members account, one of the first things we're going to do is actually hit up the group storage and grab a bunch of house tabs that I put in there earlier. That way we're going to have access to our POH. On our very first episode, I very briefly explained some things about our game plan with the account. During the downtime, some things have come up, so we're going to be doing things a little different. I'm still going to be trying out being a 50 defense account, and that's subject to change. Keyword we're going to try. And while I was looking forward to playing with myself, I've got a good buddy of mine, Ben Jorkin, with me along for the ride. So essentially, we're going to be a duo GIM that's placed within an overall 5-man team with my main original account that I did show off last video, if you want to check that out. One big thing is we're going to have access to my main's POH. the player-owned house. So we're gonna have teleports and the ornate rejuvenation pool. So honestly, that's gonna be pretty game-changing for an early game account. But other than that, we're gonna try to do the bulk of things on our own. Oh, and don't worry about the other names in my GIM group. If you look over here on the side on my Iron Man group tab, those are inactive accounts that I talked about earlier. All right, we're going to get started with X marks the spot. Looking for a quest. Yep. Yep, we're going to be a space bar holder. Not even going to pretend. And we're going to scam the magic tutor. Thank you for the runes. Pick these back up. You know, even though I'm not a big fan of questing, the early game Iron Man, well, part of the appeal is like the ability to start all these quests and run around and just do everything, run around the map, and if you're new, explore the world. Even if you know what you're doing, you're getting all these levels and EXP so quickly, getting so many things done, so many unlocks. I feel like this is a very common Iron Man start. We're gonna be up here at the top of Lumbridge Castle, and we're gonna light these logs, these 4 log spawns, for some fire making levels. Oh my god, level 2. Hello? Oh, light the log. Alright, with this last log here, we're gonna hit level 15. And now we're gonna move on. I also picked up some of the logs, banked them, and now we're making some arrow shafts for some fletching EXP. Probably some arrows for later. Or darts. Oh wait, no darts, what am I saying? Arrow shafts? Darts? What? Hello? Yeah. Alright, let's start a little pickpocketing. We got some thieving levels and a bit of GP. If we could just, you know... Yep, there we go. And... level 5 thieving. You can now steal from cake stalls, tea stalls, crafting stalls, and monkey food stalls. Cake stalls are pretty big. Okay, I came to dig up this spot right here for X marks the spot, but I forgot my spade. Okay, be right back. And here we go. We're going to talk to Father Eric here and start up Restless Ghost while we're in the area. Now, I've been running around Lumbridge and, well, now I'm out of run energy, and you know, I don't even have my house tabs on me, but I realized I can't actually use the house until I unlock POHs, if I remember correctly. So we're definitely still on our own for right now, at least. Okay, so I'm not going to show every step of every quest and whatnot, but we're about to get the Ghost Speak amulet, I think. You know, pretty iconic item. There we go. First quest completed. X marks the spot. We're heading our way into Falador right now to start the Night Sword. And while we make our way in, there's something special. It's very nostalgic about Falador for me. I just feel like when I was a little kid playing this game, Falador just felt so far away from Lumbridge and Varrock. I needed to come to the Wildy real quick to grab these 2 iron bars, and I'm not going to lie, while looking for the spawn, which I'm standing on right here, almost got murdered by these bears. I remember doing this part, teleported to Castle Wars, and making my way over to Yadnil, and on a hardcore, I stopped in my tracks right here. Like, I was really scared, but you know, we're just a regular GIM account this time around. We're just gonna run right through. We're totally not gonna die. Do I eat? No, we're good. We're good. We made it. I'm fairly certain those ogres could have one-shot me at 10 health. Alright. We're gonna kill a couple of imps here since we're heading up north anyways, and they're in the area. Am I gonna get one of the beads for the what is that quest called? Imp Catcher? Oh, level 2 magic. And a mine talisman. Mine goblin You know, as I'm running around doing all these quests and stuff, this is the first time I'm really in the early game experiencing the run energy changes, and I gotta say, it is really nice. Monk's friend completed. Oh, there we go. 1 quest point, 2,000 woodcutting EXP, and 8 law runes. Where does that put me at? 13 woodcutting, not bad. 2 more till oaks, I believe. We're working our way up to Sears Village, and we're gonna hop to a forestry world. We're gonna hit 15 woodcutting, and I'm gonna see if I can get any forestry events for some extra EXP at the oak tree up there while we're at it. All right, we've made it to Sears Village. We're level 15 woodcutting, so we have access to oak trees now. Got a steel axe on me that I can't even equip yet. Still no combat stat. And we are on World 444. It's an official forestry world. We're going to see if we can get any events. We do have the forestry kit on us that we picked up back at Draenor, but I guess we could have picked one up here too. I think by hanging out right here in the middle where the oak trees are, not only can we get potential forestry events on our actual tree, but then there's the maples up there that people are chopping, and then down here to the top left, people are cutting yews there as well. So our first forestry event with some roots and a bajillion people here. We just hit level 30 wood cutting. I believe that's an unlock for willow trees. We're gonna keep chopping oaks here for another 5 more levels to get access to teaks before we dip out of here. Oh, there we go. 35 wood cutting. Teaks unlocked. Oh, wow. And a clanmate just got 99 magic. Classic YouTube RuneScape content creation moment here. I just hit a total level of 100 as I'm burning up these oak logs, and I missed it. So you're welcome. We still have a few logs left, but we have hit 35 fire making, which I think is important because that will now enable us to burn teak logs. Made my way back to RD. We're going to do some thieving here at the cake stalls and then the silk. Here's level 10 thieving. We're about to hit level 20 thieving here right now. Boom. Now we can get silk stalls. Now the thing is, I'm not sure if we should go to this one on the north side or the one on the west. I want to say the west. Oh, I'm going to go with the north one actually. I don't know if it was always like this in the past, but I'm noticing that I'm pickpocketing or stealing from the market stall rather, the silk stall, and the hero doesn't care. I could have sworn they used to be like the guards and the knights. Okay, I was just about to say here's 25 thieving until we were rudely interrupted. Let me just run around real quick. 25 thieving. In terms of thieving, we can move on to fruit stalls, which some of you may have seen this coming since I pulled up in Artie. We're about to embark on the notorious quest, Sheep Herder. Oh my god, I pushed this crab so close to the gate and now it's just booking it all the way back. We're almost there with the first sheep. We're almost there. You know, honestly, not too bad. That only took me like 3 minutes for this first one. You wouldn't believe it, but first try on the second one. Surely didn't just jinx it. Oh, yep. And another one. I think they did make some changes at some point that made this a little bit better. And the fourth one. I think this one's the last one. It is, okay. I think they did make some changes because that did not feel that bad at all. Besides the first one. And there we go. Sheep herder completed. Now we're heading east to Witchhaven to complete Sea Slug. Sea Slug completed. Some fishing EXP. Very nice. Oh, and that puts us at 24 fishing. We're about to sell all this silk that we stole from the silk merchant earlier. Just sold the last of the silk, and now we have 10k. I believe that's enough for a player-owned house. Actually, a house is only 1k. I thought it was 10 for some reason. But nevertheless, we now have our own POH, and we're going to use the lamp on construction. Level 4. Okay, this was a little bit unexpected. I finally decided to use my teleport tabs to the POH, and I was expecting to go to my other account's house, and I even preemptively moved it from Prifidinus to Hasidius, but I realized I haven't even unlocked Zaya or Hasidius specifically in this account. So now I'm at Remington, like an idiot. I guess we'll move our house to Remington for now. Cost me 5 grand. We are officially in for the first time. Look at this. Total level 155 account with 4 construction, and I have access to the pool. No access to the fairy ring or the tree yet. I have to do a couple of quests for that. But I got the portal nexus here. Got the spellbook swap altar. The ornate jewelry box. Yeah, we're gonna be flying all over the place. So while we're up here, we're gonna get started with Dwarf Cannon, and we're gonna come back and finish this later. We are gonna do this railing fixing part though, and I probably should have brought some food. Last railing here. And we didn't die. We didn't actually take that much damage, so that's good. Okay. Might just die to this one last railing piece, I guess. Nope, we're good. Oh my god, this is gonna be so good. So this part of Dwarf Canyon, we have to go to the cave right next to the fishing guild. I'm low on run energy, and I gotta regen a little bit of health. So guess what? Uh, uh, huh? Why didn't that work? Oh, it's because I haven't added myself in the other account. Okay, well, I can just TP through the menu to the group house, I guess. Interesting. So I've been world hopping and picking up these planks just by the Barbarian Outpost here, and I realized my other account has a couple of planks just sitting in the bank for whatever reason. And that should be enough to cover for the construction EXP that or the construction training I'm gonna do later. So I'm gonna stop world hopping now, and I'm just gonna yoink some planks from the bank. Yoinking 74 planks that were conveniently placed in the group storage. Forgot to mention, but we also started Waterfall Quest while we were up here, and now we're gonna make our way over to the Gnome Stronghold. I just realized I should probably start doing random events on this account. I usually tend to ignore them, but our first one, Evil Bob. What do we get? We got 650 fishing XP, which actually puts us at 25. Got all the ingredients for Plague City, the Hangover Cure, and we're gonna get started. This quest was a lot quicker than I remember it being. We get a Ardugne teleport scroll. We're in Varrock now, and we are working on Daddy's Home, the mini quest for some construction EXP. Daddy's Home mini quest completed. That puts us at level 10 construction. We were level 4 before this. And we're going to open the crate for our rewards. We got a Falador teleport out of it, some planks, some bolts of cloth, steel bars. That's nice. I've made my way over to the Isle of Souls, and the reason we're here is we're going to go chop some teak trees, get our wood cutting and fire making levels up. Yes, we're probably going to head to Wintertide. We'll see. Oh, and I've also got this rune axe out of the group storage for when we do hit 41 wood cutting, just to speed it up a little bit. I honestly forgot about forestry already, and I just got an event by myself here, and the EXP is so good already, 38 wood cutting. There's 40 fire making, 10 more levels to go until we have the levels for Wintertod. While I do wood cutting and fire making on the side, I'm going to be hard mode tobbing on the main iron. Another random event. Let's see what kind of reward we get from this one. Assuming I got the right key. There we go. Yep. What's our present? 2 kebabs. We're about to reach level 48 fire making, so 2 more levels to go. But the key here is 200 total level. 2 more fires here, and we're going to hit 50 fire making. With that, we can now go to Wintertod, so we're out of here. We are here in Draenor to get our oh, that's the wrong guy. Our trusty Chronicle. We're now in our POH, and we're going to train up some construction levels by building some bookcases. I think we may have to start out with some chairs first because... Oh, never mind. It's just because I forgot my nails. Be right back. Okay, got my nails. We're going to be making bookcases to level... I don't know what level, but we have 120 planks. Alright, this is the last of the planks, and looks like we're at 20 construction. Got some feathers here at the Port Sarim fishing shop, and then we're going to make our way to Wintertod. I thought I could take advantage of the POH and use the game's necklace to go to Wintertod, but it looks like it is not available. Oh, it says you must have visited Great Karen before you can teleport there. Okay, we can do that, and then we'll come back to the POH. It'll still be quicker. Okay, I talked to Veos, and I went to at least the port on Zaya, and I came back, but it looks like it still doesn't work, so I guess we're going to have to walk after all. We're passing through the Arceus library right now. Honestly, this is a good place for our early game source of rune crafting and or magic EXP. We've arrived just outside Wintertod, and looks like with all the arrow shafts we had and feathers, we made it to 15 fletching. So we're gonna have a good baseline start in Wintertod to gain wood cutting, fire making, and fletching levels. 416 hero needed 2 more pieces of warm clothing, so I went to Draenor and got a rainbow scarf, and then we're here at the battle staff store to get a staff of fire. And then we'll just put it in the group storage. Turns out the rainbow scarf is untradeable, so that's unfortunate. However, it says on the wiki that purple gloves count as a warm item too, so... Here we go, we're walking to Wintertod for the first time here. And I know there's been some changes to Wintertod, and I haven't been back to Wintertod since those changes, so... I'm not really sure what's going to go on. I'm definitely going to have to turn on player entity hider, because there's just so many people here. As we get started here, obviously we're at 50 fire making, we're at 48 wood cutting and 16 fletching, and 20 construction. We'll see where we end up. I'm not quite sure how long we're going to be here for. Okay, you can't make this up. Literally 2 seconds after I recorded that last clip, I just died. With the Wintertod arena being so freaking bright, something I've done is dimming it by using a screen marker and making it opaque. Okay, one of the big changes is that there's no physical loot crates anymore. You just come out to this cart, I believe. There's a search and a big search. I think we're going to be going to the cart to pull our rewards pretty frequently here, at least in the beginning. We're going to want that Pyromancer outfit as soon as possible for sure. Just realized I made a mistake here when I was looking for my 4 pieces of warm items to wear. I replaced my Clue Hunter gloves with purple gloves. And that was because the rainbow scarf was untradeable. So I'm gonna go get the rainbow scarf right now myself, and luckily I have the TP available now, so I can get back here pretty quickly. I am doing some hop pod, so I'm hopping between worlds so I don't have to wait for the downtime of games, but right now it's out of sync, so let's just see what we pull out of 6 crates. Nothing interesting. First clog on the account is the Bruma Torch, and with that we can bank our fire staff that we used as a warm item, as well as our tinderbox. In the middle of a game here, but we're about to come up on One more. 60 wood cutting. Oh, and we got interrupted, so we couldn't even see the pop-up message. $50 wood cutting. Oh my... A tomb of fire! A tome. Tome? Tome. Tome of fire. Let's go. I can't even equip it. I need level 50 magic. Here's level 30 fletching. And we're interrupted again. We got a big level coming in just a second here. Boom, there it is. 69 fire making. Okay, our first pyro piece. Oh, and some burnt pages to follow. Nice. 2 clog spots and 1 set of pulls. We've got 40 rewards to pull here. Let's see what we get. Oh, we gotta enter my pin. Here we go. Some more burnt pages. Oh, gloves. Nice. Let's put those on. Almost missed this level, but 40 fletching. We just missed out on recording 30 construction at the end of the last thought game. And finally, our second pyro piece. It feels like it's been a little while, but there we go. $80 fire making. Gonna fletch one of these roots here. That puts us at 44 fletching. But more importantly, 300 total level. Regarding the Wintertide changes, I'm really feeling it now that I'm past 80 fire making and I have 4 pieces of warm clothing. I'm up to about 60 rewards to be collected right now, and I've been able to do that in like one trip, one sitting, because I've barely eaten any food. I brought out 6 cakes originally, and I still have 2 and a third. Oh my, a dupe tome. There it is, 50 fletching. We are coming up on our very first level 90 on our account, 90 fire making. We can now burn redwoods. Any second now. Oh, there it is. 60 wood cutting. We can now cut yews. Pretty huge. Let's go ahead and do some pulls. We have 54 rewards to pull. Let's see what we get. Another Tome of Fire. That's my third one. Magic logs, very nice. Catching the construction levels are a bit difficult because they're pretty random, but we just got 40 construction. Wow, 92 fire making. There's no way you guys would be able to guess what I would be saying right now. Finally, another pyromancer piece. Oh, and there's the boots. Let's go. We got the full set and 361 Wintertide kills. Oh, and it tells you your claims too, so 889 claims. 60 fletching. Here we go. We're going to chop the last Bruma root. Put in here. And 99 fire making. Our first 99 on the account. Now, this may have only been a few minutes for you guys, but it was much more than that for me. Okay, so let's take a look at what our loot was. First, let's pull up the collection log, Wintertide. So our KC was 634 KC. We ended up pulling 3 tomes of fire, which is incredibly lucky. We pulled 593 burnt pages. We got almost 2 full sets of pyro. Here are my dupes, including warm gloves and the torches. No dragon axe for the pet, but that's not really a big deal. And then when we open our bank, our cash stack is just under 1.1 mil. And I did try to organize the loot a little bit here, so here's all the food, all the logs. We got 174 magic logs, which is pretty interesting. That seems like a lot. I don't know. To me, that seems like a lot. And then here's the herbs. Not too bad, not too bad. Now we look at our total levels. Obviously, we just hit 99 fire making and we're out of Wintertod because of that. We finished at 66 woodcutting, 64 fletching, and 46 construction. Honestly, I got a lot more construction EXP than I was expecting. Okay, so that wraps up Wintertod. We're probably not going to come back. We did get 99 fire making after all. As for what's next, we're probably going to get into some more questing. We've barely done any quests. We only have 5 quests completed, actually, and 8 quest points. So yeah, we're definitely going to quest so that our stats are a little bit more well-rounded, get some key area unlocks, and then we're going to get our thieving, our agility, fishing, cooking levels up a little bit, and then we'll see from there. Before we close out the video, I almost forgot, but of course we have to talk to Ignatius Vulcan here and claim our fire cape. Or not fire cape, our fire making cape. There's a difference. There's a difference. Sheesh, it looks so good paired with the pyro outfit. Very nice, very nice. Welcome to another GIM progress video. I noticed my clips were a bit all over the place, so let me just briefly explain what you're about to see in this video today. We're fresh out of Wintertod and we're going to be questing and doing Diary tasks a ton. We also made a pit stop at Fishing Trawler. We are here to scam the Magic Combat Tutor some more because why not? Free runes. 30 mine runes, 30 air runes. Right now we're just gathering all the items we need for several quests. We got some eggs, buckets of milk and whatnot for Cook's Assistant, for example. And we're running up to collect the ammo mold and the notes for Dwarf Cannon that we started a little while ago. Quick POH teleport back to Varrock, and now we're talking to Gertrude to start Gertrude's cat. Here's the beauty of multi-questing. We just talked to these kids as part of Gertrude's cat, and then while we're here, we're going to talk to Romeo to start Romeo and Juliet. As well as Demon Slayer. Up here in the Varrock Castle to talk to Reldo for the Knight Sword quest. Back in Varrock Square, we also have to buy a newspaper off of this guy. I believe this is for a diary task. Buying a raw tomato off of this guy, also another task. I believe this is the Blue Moon Inn. Anyways, we're here for the bar crawl. Okay, we did the museum quiz. And 1,000 Slayer XP, 1,000 Hunter XP. That puts us at 9 and 9. I've got my clanmate on his pure account here that hasn't done Shield or Rav, luckily, so I'm able to do it with them. On our way to murder Johnny the Beard. He needs the key. I'm killing Johnny the Beard. Murdered. Handing over the weapon store key to clanmate right here. Apparently he's just kicking the level 23 guard or whatever he has to kill right now. I was gonna do the lean emote here while I was waiting for him to finish his part, but I don't have it unlocked. Oh, there's the certificate, and I think I give him one as well. Boom, we traded, even though I'm an Iron Man. No way. Okay, I believe the very last step here is to hand this certificate over to King Roll. Oh my god, 1 quest point and 600 coins. We're rich. Both completed the quest. Oh no, he got 2 defense on his pure. It's over. Stealing some tea real quick for another diary task. Talk to Aubrey to hand off this research package for rune mysteries. And I think this quest actually unlocks rune crafting. Although, I guess we're not finished yet. We have to go back to the Wizard's Tower. Wait, he just gave me a Phoenix crossbow. Can I actually use this? I can equip it. According to the wiki, this is the equivalent of a bronze crossbow, and it's Best in slot for free to play. Up here by the sawmill to do Gertrude's cat, but also I believe chopping this tree is yet another easy task. Gertrude's cat completed. We get a kitten, a chocolate cake, some stew, 1 quest point, and a little bit of cooking EXP. That puts us at level 12 cooking. In the wilderness here, it's onto the Zamrock Mage real quick. Or, uh, in the wilderness to talk to Zamrock Mage real quick. 400 total level. Made our way over to Taverley, and we're going to start Witch's House. We have retrieved the ball, and we avoided detection from the witch. And now, Witch's House completed. Perhaps I should have watched my stamina before running through this. Anyways, we're doing Druidic Ritual right now to unlock Herblore. Druidic Ritual completed. Spoke too soon. Going through some dialogue. Hold spacebar. Boom, there it is. Plus 250 Herblore XP. And this quest gives 4 quest points? For such a short quest, that's a lot of quest points, I feel like. Anyways, level 3 Herblore as well. Back in Remington to start and complete Witch's Potion. Completed. We're about to cook up a red berry pie, and there's just absolutely no way that this is going to burn, right? 0 chance. Here we go. And first try, nice. While in Port Sarim, if you go to the jail and go upstairs and talk to the security guard, he'll hand you a book. There it is. You read it, and that's a achievement diary task. Red berry pie for our boy Thurgo. Coming down here to mine the 2 blue right for the rest of this quest, and just pointing out that this is also where the Royal Titans are. Those new prayer scrolls are going to be good for us in a little bit. Running into the Falador Castle right now, talking to the Squire to finish up the Knight Sword. This quest is really good for the early game because, boom, there it is. Almost 13k smithing EXP, and that puts us at 29 smithing without ever having trained any smithing. We're in Alcarad now, and we're just going to pick up all the ammo molds. In the palace now, starting Prince Ali Rescue. We need that free gate entrance, of course. You know, we can't be paying 10 GP every time. While we're in the area, fishing an anchovy here in Alcarad is actually an achievement diary, so the fishing spot disappeared. There it is, first try. We're going to get started on the tourist trap here. Hopefully we don't die. I completely forgot to get runes to kill this guy, so be right back. Okay, we got the captain safe spotted behind one of his mercenaries. Nice and easy. We're just going to fire strike him to death. This is another spot where you can really feel the agility changes. I'm running through this cave, and stamina's pretty good, although we are about to run out. But almost done with the quest here, but I don't understand why you have to right-click search everything in this quest. It makes no sense. Tourist trap about to be completed here. It's important that we pick agility as the reward we want, and it's twice over. Agility. I think everybody picks agility. That puts us at 26 agility. Very nice. We went from 1 to 26. Okay, what we're going to do now is minigame TPing to fishing trawler, and we're going to go ahead and grab the angler outfit. I think people actually say it's not worth it in terms of the experience boost, unless you're going for 200 mil fishing XP, which we are definitely not doing, by the way. But it's just something I want to do. I want to get the outfit, and potentially in the future, the Spirit Angler version of it as well. Before we start doing fishing trawler though, I'm going to take advantage of the fire here and the bank chest that's close by, and we're going to try and get our cooking levels up. First fishing trawler game completed. Let's see what we get. And a load of junk. Ooh, 30 fishing off of that last trawler game. Fishing trawler game number 19. We got the boots. Oh my, I'm actually in the middle of a hard mode tab on the other account right now, but angler pants, angler waders, let's go. Oh my god, 24 pulls and we got our third piece already. Just one more to go. We just need the hat. There it is, the fourth and final piece. Yes, there are no angler gloves, okay? Just to be clear, there's no angler gloves, but we have completed full angler outfit in 46 KC. Very nice. Guess on a new account, we should be doing random events. Just wrapping up the Gravedigger random event right now. This should be it. Talk to Leo. Think I've finished. It's going to take a look. And we got 2 clogs. We got the zombie gloves and the zombie trousers. Nice. We're going to farm some of these imps to get the beads for the... Once again, I can't remember the name of the quest. Imp Catcher, Imp Catcher. It's like self-explanatory. But yeah, we're going to try to get the beads now. Oh, just got the red bead. And I forgot to mention, we came out of the fishing trawler trip with 36 fishing. Let's see if we can get a bead here. We just got the red one back to back. Come on. Nope. A ball of wool. White bead. That makes 2 out of 4. And there's the black bead. Just one more to go. Just hit 20 magic. No 4th bead yet, though. I was hoping for no dupes in terms of getting the 4 beads, but we just got a dupe white bead. Wow, another white bead. What's the one we're missing? Is it the yellow one? I never remember what color they are. A 4th white bead. What is going on? Okay, I've been scattering the ashes from these imps, and we just got level 4 prayer, which puts us at 500 total. I was not expecting that, actually. Ooh, and just like that, we got the yellow bead. Nice, that didn't take too long. We're going to get started on Fight Arena, since we're in the area, and we're going to do Tree Gnome Village after this, too. So part of this quest is to hand this guard some alcohol, and if you think about it, there's a lot of quests that require you to give somebody alcohol, which is I don't know, something to think about, I guess. Mage is so OP in the early game. You just safe spot everything, and just fire striking stuff does a good amount of damage. So I believe this is the last mob we have to fight in this quest, and then after this we'll be done. Fight Arena completed, 2 quest points, some good amount of attack EXP, and a little bit of thieving EXP as well. That puts us at 29 attack. Just like that, wow. And we gained some thieving levels. I'm not sure, maybe just 1 or 2. Either way, we're at 27 thieving now as well. There's Tree Gnome Village completed. This is big because now we have access to spirit trees, and we have one of them in the POH. Continuing the bar crawl mini quest. We're running the tutorial right now to get our first Slayer task. We're going to do some Slayer up until 42 magic. Some chickens just north of Lumbridge. Second task is bats. We're going to kill them just south of Camelot here. Just hit level 10 Slayer. Ice Fiend's task. We're going to do this on Ice Mountain. Down in the stronghold killing minotaurs for another task. We just got the frog princess random. And we're about to hit 30 magic. Okay, let me just try and kill this minotaur before we do the random event. There we go, 1 frog token. Oh wow, and a right skull half. We're going to need that for the scepter, which I believe is a Varrock diary task. Just wrapped up the goblin task here, and the big thing here is that we have done enough tasks, 5 tasks. Now we can actually start earning Slayer points. Little rare moment where I catch both my accounts at the POH at the same time. I'm just fishing anglers on the maxed account, and obviously doing Slayer on the other one. Okay, coming up on 30 hit points. 25 combat. On a cow fight task right now, and we just hit level 20 Slayer. We got stuck on a cave crawler task. They poison you, and I don't have any anti-poison right now, so I just decided to call it there on Slayer, and I'm going to train my magic on these moss giants and bury big bones while I'm at it to get a little bit of prayer EXP. 40 magic. And 28 combat level. Today, we go after the early game Iron's best friend, Artie Cloak 1. Now back to mining amethyst on the maxed account for me. We're going to go ahead and boost ourselves up to 43 prayer. So our method's going to be using a house tab and then going to the portal nexus and going to, I believe, Gorok. Yep, and then just running south, there's the altar, and then we'll just purposely die to something. Oh, this would be awkward. That, that is very awkward. Alright, let's try to run further away from the Chaos Fanatic here. We're going so fast, I missed the level 10 and the level 20 pop-ups. Okay, so we finished an inventory. Now we intentionally die to the Chaos Fanatic. Also, it looks like we just zoomed past 600 total level. There's 40, and then we're just going to finish up 3 more levels so that we have our overheads. Okay, earlier you saw me pull out about 500 dragon bones, and that is completely overkill. When I plugged it into the calculator, I looked at the EXP instead of the number of bones. Okay, we're back to questing now, and we're going to get started on Haziel Cult. Haziel Cult completed. A little bit of thieving EXP. We're making our way over to Brimhaven so that we can do Tribal Totem. That's Tribal Totem done, which also puts us at 30 thieving. Dwarf Cannon completed. Waterfall quest completed. Let's see where our attack and strength end up at. 30 strength and 40 attack. We made our way over to Hasidius, and we're going to be thieving these fruit stalls up until, I believe, 42 thieving. Oh, and it looks like it's actually a diary task as well, so that works out. You can actually get into a pretty good rhythm just running back and forth, so much so that I actually missed the 40 thieving level pop-up. So yeah, anyways, a couple more levels and we're going to be out of here. We just got done with thieving. We home TP'd back to Lumbridge, and we're going to get Cook's Assistant done, and then we're going to get started on RFDs so that we can at least have access to the bank chest in the basement. There's Cook's Assistant. There we go, 20 balls of wool to Fred the farmer, and there's sheep here. We're in Draenor right now. I just gathered all the supplies I needed for the Prince Ali rescue quest. And while we're here, we're going to do the Draenor agility course for 1 lap, because that is a diary task, I believe. Also, just right beneath the course, we're going to talk to this guy to start Vampire Slayer. Making my way over to the Wizard's Tower, I'm going to turn in the notes for Rune Mysteries, and we're going to do Imp Catcher. We already got the beads up here. There's Imp Catcher, and there's our best in slot amulet for a little bit. And there's Rune Mysteries. Teleport to the mines through this guy in the Wizard's Tower basement, and that's a diary task. Also in the basement, I believe, is, yep, this skull. I believe that's for Restless Ghosts. Why, hello there. We're about to get the greatest weapon of all time. The Silverlight. That turns into the Arclight, that turns into... No, that turns into Darklight, that turns into Arclight, that turns into Emberlight. I remember as a kid, I had to write down the incantation or whatever, the chant, because I would never remember it. But with Quest Helper, click the blue text, and there we go, Demon Slayer completed. Wait, I don't get the pop-up. Hello? I guess the wizard interrupted me. Look, remember when I said, like, you had to give someone alcohol? Look, we're giving Dr. Harlow some beer just so he would give us the steak for Vampire Slayer. Since we've been out of Wintertodt, we've been zooming on the quests. Oh, there's a random event. And I've been using house tabs left and right. Okay, this is the second time we've gotten the Gravedigger random event. Last time we got 2 clog spots. Let's see what we get here. A zombie mask. Nice. Romeo and Juliet completed. 5 quest points just for that. Here we go. It's time. We're starting Grand Tree, one of the iconic quests. So we're on Karamja right now. We're doing parts of Pirate's Treasure as well as going to the dock here to do a diary task. When I was a kid, I always added an extra A into the name Karamja and it became Karajama. I don't know why, but it stuck with me for a long time until I realized that there was only 2 A's. Why does having this white apron on make me look thick as hell? Man, the Grand Tree is kind of a troll quest. It just makes you go up and down the tree, back to Glow's house, then back to the tree, back and forth. Okay, we have a choice here. Do we just want to talk to him, or do we want to commit murder? I think we're going to commit murder. And there's Grand Tree completed. Some fat attack EXP, some agility EXP, magic EXP, and access to gnome gliders. Doing biohazard right now. Got the gas mask on. Teleported to Camelot, and we're going to get started on Merlin's crystal. Getting a fishing rod for later. Man, this guy is just really in the middle of nowhere. But we're going to get started on fishing contests by talking to this guy. Running up north now to start and complete murder mystery. Dude, what kind of name is Gossip? There it is, murder mystery completed. Quick little crafting EXP. Doing the bar crawl mini quest really makes you realize just how many bars there are around RuneScape. Yeah, this is perfectly normal. We're just doing a fishing contest up against a vampire. Sinister Stranger. I wonder if that's like a Marvel reference, actually. That's fishing contest completed. We're pulling out 600 soda ash and 600 buckets of sand. Handed over from the other account. It's just a bit of a time save. I already had it on the other account, and I didn't need a world hop and buy from the charter ships. Up here with Doric, about to do Doric's quest. Think I already have everything on me. Yeah, he's even confused. Boom, there it is. Last step of Pirate's Treasure here, I believe. We just have to kill this gardener. Dig up the loot. And there we go. Pirate's Treasure completed. Since we're in Falador right now, we're going to do Black Knight's Fortress and Recruitment Drive as well. Came to the monastery to pick up a cabbage. I always wonder why this quest specified that you cannot have a cabbage from Draenor Manor. Alright, do not eat the cabbage. You right click, use. There we go. That's Black Knight's Fortress completed. Gave us 2,500 coins, 3 quest points. Mime show random. And we got an emote. Glass box emote. I never knew you could actually use one of the weapons here to fight this guy. I always assumed you just had to box him. This is the classic puzzle with the fox, the grain, and the chicken. There's recruitment drive done. Friendship ended with the blue wizard hat. Black wizard hat. New best friend. We teleported to Castle Wars and just ran north. And we're about to do the observatory quest. Right here, there's a super anti-poison one-dose spawn for some reason. I just picked a couple of these up. This is going to be good for a few things. I think certain Slayer tasks, for example, the Slayer task we left off on, the cave crawlers, they poison you. We're going to need super antis for that. And I think a couple of quest mobs may poison you as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's observatory quest completed. We just got to grab our Ghost Speak amulet to finish off the Restless Ghost, I believe. I have the skull with me. And we do have access to the RFT chest. Now, we did get started at the very least. He's gone. There's Restless Ghost completed. If I remember right, this is actually the first quest we started, so we finally got around to completing it. I forgot to do Goblin Diplomacy while we were in the Falador area, and I also accidentally made a purple dye while I was trying to make the orange dye. So we're here back at Wyson the Gardener, and we're going to try and get some more wood leaves for another blue... what am I saying? Blue dye. And then, if I remember right, this quest, you end up having to dye one set of armor blue, one set of armor orange, and then they just end up with the default one anyways, which is why you need 3. The brown armor, yep. And there it is, Goblin Diplomacy. 5 quest points. Dude, some of these early quests give a lot of quest points. Okay, with Goblin Diplomacy done, we can now start the Lost Tribe. Obviously, going for 99 fire making off rip at Wintertodt is not necessary at all, but something that's really nice if you do end up getting it is that it counts as a light source and it can't go out either. So I'm able to just have my cape on and go in here, pick up the brooch. Back in Varrock, we've continued the Lost Tribe. We picked up the priest gown for Shadow of the Storm later, and now we're going to finish off the Abyss mini quest. As it turns out, the priest gown doubles for finishing up Biohazard, and it's going to be used to the Foreshadow of the Storm later. Spoiler alert, huge find that the West Arty plague is actually just a hoax. There's Biohazard completed, a little bit of thieving XP. We're about to do dig site here, and I think a major time save here is going to be the access to the portal nexus, because I believe, which one is it? I believe this one, Sentiston. Yes, it puts us at the south of the dig site, right next to the exam center. And there's dig site completed, 15,000 mining XP, very nice. And 2,000 Herbal is actually really good for the early game, 17 Herbal. That was interesting. I'm able to use the Champions Guild teleport without having done Dragon Slayer. I guess it's because it puts you outside. But anyways, we're going to get started on Dragon Slayer. And we're back in Arty to finish up Arty Easy Diaries, something that pretty much every Iron must do. The Arty cape is so good. I guess less so for me because I have access to all the teleports, but nevertheless, EXP lamp as well. On my way to pull the Wildy lever, surely nothing happens. We're good. Okay, already easy diary completed. Got ourselves Arty cape on, or Arty cloak on, and an EXP lamp that we are going to be using on agility. We don't have 30 Herblore yet, so we're going to use it on agility. 34 agility, very nice. We're going to be flip-flopping between POVs today as we get 416 heroes situated to do some barbarian fishing. I guess this is an inside look as to how we play both accounts. We're going to do Jungle Potion and then Shiloh Village right after. Okay, mid-quest here, but I just get the feeling I somehow missed 700 total level. And now we're at 741 already. I think it's just because we've been flying through the quest. Jungle Potion completed. Wow, getting the Shiloh Village before you actually do the Shiloh Village quest is a massive pain in the ass. Honestly, I should have traded myself some stamina pots because I've had to walk all the way from Brimhaven all the way down. Ain't no way I walked all the way down here and now I have to go up here to talk to this dude again. Oh my. Funny memory here, having to cross this bridge. I was watching my friend do this very quest and he had an inventory full of cakes. And he just failed over and over again. He used all his cakes. He TP'd out with more cakes, came back, and he crossed on the first try. So let's see what happens for us. Oh, well, surely second time, right? Never mind. Okay, they say third time's the charm, right? It's true! Shiloh Village completed. 26 crafting. Back in Camelot finishing up Merlin's Crystal, then we're going to start Holy Grail next. There it is, 6 quest points. Massive. Playing the organ in the church, diary task. I feel like the Boots of Lightness aren't really needed anymore, but since we're in the area, we're going to grab them anyways. It wouldn't hurt. Here we are, fresh new kicks. And of course, while we're in the area, Elemental Workshop 1 completed. And that's the Lost Tribe completed. A Ring of Life. And 3,000 mining XP. Just 1 quest point though. Okay, this was a little while ago, but I couldn't remember the name of the quest to unlock blackjacking, and we're about to start it now. It's the feud. Once again, another quest where there's a part where you have to give somebody beer. Why is she just not in the building, but instead behind it? Hello? Alright, there's the feud completed. We unlocked blackjacking. Ah, the classic. I went to start blackjacking, and I just got my ass beat. I had to give myself some GP because I had all my house tabs and all my coins on me when I died, so there's no way of getting back there. Neat little trick to blackjacking is you want to position the bandit or whoever you're blackjacking to be near the bottom of your screen so that you can right click knock out and then left click pickpocket with as little mouse movement as possible. If you set it up well, you might not even have to move your mouse at all. Anyways, we're only here for one more level. We're level 49 right now. We're about to hit 50 in a little bit. And then ideally, we move to Varlamore Thieving. And there it is, 50 thieving. We are out of here. I do not want to do any more blackjacking if I don't have to. We are here in Shallow Village. I decided to do some fishing now. Okay, I don't have a fly fishing rod. Scratch that. Be right back. And we're back. Okay, we're going to get started on some fly fishing right now. We're going to get some levels up in preparation for barbarian fishing. And I'm doing this now because I'm about to pot some tobs on the other account. Also, one more thing. I just feel like if you're wearing the angler outfit, you have to put the RD cape on. Because look at this. Look at this. What the? And there's 40 fishing already. These levels are going to fly by. Wow, we just got a back-to-back. So Mr. Blorva guy over here, Pepperington, just got a Justy legs, which completes Justy for him. And then Me No Lucky here just got a Sang, and I think that's 7 out of 7 for him for top items. There's 50 fishing. We're going to get 8 more levels before we go over to barbarian fishing. I think we want to get 58 because at 58 we unlock another tier of fish. I think there's like 3 or 4 different ones at barb fishing, if I recall correctly. And we want to get to 58 just so we have a higher chance of fishing the higher level ones for more EXP. Alright, now that I'm not actively tobbing, I'm gonna 3-tick here and there where I feel like it, and an AFK some, and we'll get to 58 just a little bit quicker. 2 more fish here, and we're gonna hit 58 fishing. There it is. We can move on to barbarian fishing now. We're gonna do our cooking here at the Rogue's Den. We're gonna cook all our trout, I think. And this is a good spot because there's a fire right here and you can talk to this guy to bang, so you don't even have to move. Coming up on 20 cooking. If I could just stop burning, that'd be great. There it is, 20 cooking. Oop, I didn't even realize this was coming up, but we hit 800 total. 30 cooking. Just came back from grabbing a snack and we're 40 cooking. I've got a lot more trout to cook than I realized. So here's 50 cooking, and we still got another 800 or so trout to cook. We finally got done with cooking all the trout, and we've made our way over to barbarian fish. We're going to barbarian fish up until we get 50 agility. That way we can go back to the rogue's den and get the rogue's outfit for thieving. Ooh, this was not the level I was planning on recording, but 33 strength. And there it is, 60 fishing. Okay, so I'm still barb fishing right now. Just hit 60 fishing recently. But we're going to try our hand at a little bit of corpse. roll the Corp lottery today and see if we can get anything. And today from Corp, we're going to get 250 soul runes. Okay, I guess we'll do another kill though. Second KC, we get 250 law runes. There's 40 agility, 10 more to go until we get our rogue's outfit. Still barb fishing for that 50 agility, but we're gonna do some more hard mode tob on wait for it. Very nice. No purple, never lucky. Dude, this guy's ragging my tiles. Oh snap, we hit 40 strength. There it is. Might be a good one. 1511.4. Okay. Nice. But no purple. Not me 3-tick fishing in between top raids right now. I purposely died at Verzik so that I could 3-tick fish on the other account, you know? You gotta admire the dedication. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get the gains. I've been catching some red Chinchampas here and there on the maxed account, so that when we get to sow on 416 Hero, we can boost our range levels a little bit. That way I don't have to 5-1 the Corrupted Gauntlet. Second Mime Show event. And we actually got a clog. Mime Mask, let's go. I'm actually in the middle of editing one of the videos here, and we just hit 69 fishing. Nice. And there's 50 fishing. I think this one's a big one. Yes, it is, because we now can fish sturgeon, which is going to increase our EXP rates here up by a lot. Okay, so after reaching level 70 fishing, I've now fished like 4 or 5 inventories, and I haven't caught one sturgeon yet. And I'm just now realizing that not only do you need 70 fishing, but you need 45 strength and 45 agility. So I have the agility level, we're at 46, but we're not quite there yet on the strength level. There it is, 45 strength. Now we can start catching sturgeon. I'm here at the Corrupted Gauntlet on the maxed account. Even though I've completed Corrupted Gauntlet for quite some time now, I got the pet pretty early on. I got the 6 armor seeds I needed, and I even have both enhanced weapon seeds now. I still do usually about 1 CG a day just to upkeep shards. And turns out that one I just did was 999. Let's see if we get lucky on anything. Nope. Rune chain body is a better GP, and of course the shards that we need. Cosmic runes are always nice for thralls and enchanting jewelry. Got the Corrupted Gauntlet KC out the way. I'm still barb fishing on 416 Hero. Meanwhile, I'm now off to Corp on the maxed account in hopes of getting an Ellie one day. So I do have a lot of goals with 416 Hero, but while I'm doing Corp on the maxed account, I've been thinking, you know, at worst, if I burn out of the account or just, you know, get bored of it for some reason, at worst, it can just help me at Corp. Or maybe AFK Vires or something. It can just become like a supply gathering alt. So really, no matter what happens, it's a win-win situation for me. Pinball random, just finished. I forget what you get out of these. Gems, probably? Oh, yep, 2 diamonds. I'm catching gray chins right now. I'm not sure if this is entirely worth it. You did see me catch some red chins earlier. Or before, in preparation, just to get some range levels up for Corrupted Gauntlet. But red chins are at level 55 range, and gray chins are at 45. So I don't know if chinning from 45 to 55 will be worth it, but nevertheless, I'm gonna at least catch a couple here. And there's 50 agility. We are now able to go to the Rogue's Den and get ourselves the thieving outfit, the Rogue's outfit. But I think I'm just gonna camp out here at the Barbarian fishing spot for a little bit longer. The agility and the strength EXP is just too good to pass up. Coming up, we're going to be getting our Rogue's outfit, utilizing some tech to speed us up. And then we try out Varlamore Thieving for the first time. We then do some interesting multi-skilling. Alright, we are at the Rogue's Den. We're going to do the mini game here. I think first we have to talk to this bald dude right here. We are now able to go in. I wonder if I have the tile markers. Okay, turns out there is a plugin called Rogue's Den. So I just installed that and let's get started here. Alright, first run through. Are we going to get anything? Nothing. The course is honestly a lot longer than I remember it being. And even with the run energy changes, we ended up running out of stamina. So, while we're cooking, my clanmate here, Me No Lucky, might be cooking as well. He says to pot share a stamina dose right before you go in. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do that because using staminas for this is just kind of crazy. I mean, I do have a lot of staminas, but I'm gonna do it at least once just to see if it actually works. Okay, I brought wait for it over to the Rogue's Den here, and let's try this out. We're gonna pot share. I always forget which one is it. Is it this one? It is. Okay, we have received the pot share. Now, oh my god, I think it works. At the end of this run here, we're gonna have to see what stamina we end up at. We're probably still gonna do a couple of inventories of cooking in between runs, because I don't plan on just force feeding staminas back up to 100 run energy every time. That would get expensive real fast. I'd like to think that the stamina doses I'm using for this are free, and they're the ones that come from Tob, the ones that I smuggle out of Tob. All right, we have made it to the wall safe with just under 40 stamina. This is pretty good. And we get a Rogue's equipment crate. Let's go. A piece of rogue equipment. I guess it does not matter which one we pick first. We get a mask. We just hit level 55 cooking. Cooked about 2 or 3 inventories. We're at 80 run now. I'm just going to finish up this inventory. And then we are good to go for another run. Here we are again. And unfortunate. Aw, man. Sweet. We got another crate. Let's get the top. That's 2 pieces. You know, I really wish there was more consistency with the outfits here. So the Rogue's outfit is one of the outfits that has gloves. But if you think back to Wintertodd, the Wintertodd Pyromancer set only has 4 pieces, and the warm gloves are not part of the Pyromancer piece, or the Pyromancer set. And then after that, we got the Angler outfit, and there's no Angler gloves either. It's just the hat, the top, the bottoms, and the boots. So why is it that the Rogue's outfit has gloves? couldn't get the back 3 back. Unfortunate. Yes, another crate. This time we get the boots. And only the gloves remain. Come on. And I was really hoping that one was going to be the one. No, come on. Alright, surely we don't miss out on the crate 3 times in a row, right? Of course we do. No way, dude. Are you serious? This is it. Without a doubt. 100%. Without any uncertainty. This is going to be it. You know, at least we didn't fail. I lost count. I think this is like 8 in a row or something. 9 runs in a row where we either get a rogue kit or fail to open safe. Finally. We are done. Give me the gloves. Thank you, thank you. Imagine if I just like clicked the wrong one. There it is. Put that bad boy on. And let's head to Varlamore. Now here's a question actually. Do I have to do any quest to get to Varlamore? I currently don't have access to fairy rings. So, with that being said, I think I will have to do Children of the Sun. There we go. That's Children of the Sun completed. Access to Varlamore. Alright, let's head to the center of Varlamore. I believe that's where we want to go. Okay, so this is going to be my first time trying out Varlamore's thing, but let's see. I think this guy here is doing it too. I think all we have to do is wait for these children, these little guys, to say something to these wealthy citizens, and then that's when they're distracted when we can pickpocket them. Okay, so there the kid's crying, and then the citizen walks up to Leo, and now free pickpocketing. Coming up on 60 thieving. I've only been doing the AFK portion of this method, where I pretty much only have to click once every 70 to 100 seconds. There it is, 60 thieving. We've stocked up about 184 house keys so far. I am going to try out the house keys in a little bit, but for now I'm just going to keep stocking them up. Okay, trying out the house portion of the Varlamore thieving right now. Seems pretty chill. It's probably not as AFK as thieving the citizens in the center of the bazaar, but I think this should be better EXP. Okay, someone's coming back, so we dip out. Peace. Wow, this plugin is OP. It even tells you which house to go to next. I've been doing this for a bit now, and I think I've got the hang of it. I've taken out a chisel from the bank because occasionally you get these items that you can chisel down and it'll give you blessed bone shards. So that's going to be passive prayer EXP essentially. And then you also get, oh, I was too busy yapping and I didn't get the bonus EXP right there. So yeah, that's what it is actually. Whenever an arrow pops up, you want to switch over to that chest or wardrobe and you'll get bonus EXP and potentially some extra valuables. But the thing you're going to get the most is these things, they're just labeled valuables. And you can turn it into an NPC. I'm not sure what the NPC is right now. I think maybe next to the bank over there, you can turn them in for actual GP. Right here, if you hover over it, it says my 1,500 valuables is worth about 83k. And then you also just get like random assortments of like jewelry. Like for example, I got a gold ring here, a gold amulet. Some of it's useful, some of it's not. I've gotten a couple of ruby necklaces, which are going to be nice for dig site pendants. Some sapphire rings, good for recoils. So I think if you wanted to, you could also bring alks or runes for enchanting. And you can make some jewelry or make some extra GP as well. For right now, though, I'm just going to be banking these when my inventory gets full. Okay, I was only able to catch a bit of it, but basically the gist of it is the house owner comes back into the house. You kind of get a text alert as well as just being able to see them. You hop out the window, and then you rotate over to a different house. So if you're on the western side of Varlamore here, there's three houses. There's this one to the northwest we're heading to now, this one just south of it, and then this one further east. You pretty much go in a rotation between the three of them, and every time you have to leave one house, the next one should be available. 69 thieving. I'm feeling a little extra motivated right now, so we're going to head over to do a little bit of blackjacking, see how long that lasts. The beauty of this is that there are options now, right? You can go to Varlamore for some lower intensity but slower EXP rates, or you can go back to the traditional routes and still have really clicks intensive things but fast EXP. No, I took the carpet and I just realized I forgot the blackjack. Okay, we made it here, and I'm just checking. Now that we're 69 thieving, we're able to thieve the Menifite thugs. I'm not sure what the rates are going to be like, but that will be what we're doing. So let's head down here. First things first, actually, I didn't bring any food with me, so I'm going to buy some wines off of this guy. So I already found this guy trapped in this room. All I had to do was walk up here and then get him up against this wall. And now we're set up. With the camera angle and everything, we don't have to move our mouse. We just have to right click, left click, and repeat. Okay, we got to level 72. We're going to move on for now because I want to make some active progress right now. We're going to do some questing, and then I'll return at some point to get to 75 for sure. Whether that's going to be at Varlamore or more blackjacking or maybe RD Knights, I'm not sure. But for right now, I just want to move on. So there's the golem completed. Some of you might already know what's coming next. We're going to work on Shadow of the Storm. During the previous quest, I had to run there every single time. Now that I've completed the quest, surely I have access to the magic carpet over there, right? Let's find out. I do, very nice. We're in the middle of the quest right now. I had to teleport out anyways to make the demonic sigil. But I also brought along the rune axe because chopping the trees back here, the teak trees, is a diary task, I believe. Yep, there we go. And then let's just continue on with the quest. Now, this is the first time we meet Evil Dave. Okay, it's time to fight the boss for this quest. We're just going to go ahead and flinch it. You know, for as long as I've had this rune simi, this is the first time I'm actually using it. There we go. Just had to face tank it a little bit. Okay. As most people do, we're going to put our rewards into ranged because that puts us from 1 to 27 range just like that off of one quest. Have you guys talked to Oziak? So the next step for us is going to be getting the Varrock Easy Diary done for the armor, giving us the mining perk. And with that, we're going to be mining a whole bunch of iron ore and superheating them at the same time. At first, I thought I could probably do something else other than this, but I decided that I'm going to go ahead and do this anyways because it's just a really good way of getting mining XP, smithing XP, and magic XP all at once. And we're going to later convert all the iron bars into darts, which I don't have any of to trade over even. And those darts are going to be useful for when we're doing Slayer tests later for barraging and stuff like that. So it all works out. So here we go. We're going to trade over 6,000 nature runes and 500 cosmics. Nothing in particular there. But you know what? We're just going to go ahead and trade ourselves 700k. Let's just pretend like we actually went and bought these runes, right? You know, just we're underneath Falador right now in the mines, and we are going to trade Drogo the Dwarf for, oh, wait, not this guy. Okay, we're trading, where'd he go? We're trading this guy for the Addy and the rune pick. And definitely need to get the Addy one because currently we're 34 mining. I probably had a extra rune pick lying around somewhere, but I mean, we had to come down here anyways, so might as well. Starting and completing the Varrock Easy Diary right now. So first things first, we feed the stray dog some bones. We need to get more kudos before we speak to the curator, so we're just going to go up here and tell this guy about the adventures we've been on. All right, let's use the lamps. Got 2 of these bad boys, 1,000 EXP. That puts us at 23 herblore. And another one, 24. Speak to the curator in the museum. There we go. Running up to the sawmill. And we are going to be making 1 singular plank. There we go. The earth altar is right next to us, but we do not have an earth talisman, I don't think. As it turns out, we don't have an earth talisman. That's what I thought. I don't recall ever getting one. So we're just going to run through the abyss. Oh my god, I was trying to take one of the little pathways and I almost got murdered. Maybe I should bring some food. Oh, are we dead? I'm 9 HP? And I'm... Okay, good. When you're in the animation, it doesn't do any damage to you. Okay, where is the earth altar? Here we are. Craft 1 singular rune. Well, mining this 1 iron ore for the diary task got me 35 mining, and we can now mine sandstone. We went to Shiloh village for our fishing, so we never actually came here, but this is a diary task. Also in Barbarian village, we have to make a bowl. There we go. Now off to the stronghold of security. This is weird. I'm fairly certain I've been down here before, but I guess not. Got all the tasks done, and now we talk to Toby back in Varrock. Yep, we completed the easy task. And he tells us all the perks we have, and we get an antique lamp and Varrock armor. We are at the RD monastery, and the mining grind is going to begin now. So this is where we're going to be mining our iron, and then we're going to be super heating it on the way to the bank over there, and then we can just use our RD cloak 1 to TP back here and rinse and repeat. Oh, and before we gain any levels here, we're starting off at 43 magic, 32 smithing, and 35 mining. So at first I was trying to superheat while mining, but I think using the knife and T-clog to 3-tick, and then just walking and superheating on the way to the bank is going to be the optimal method. I can definitely say this is not the first time I've done this, and once again, I just want to point out the run energy changes being absolutely massive. It turns out you don't actually have to have your run on at all. So today I learned. We just hit 40 mining, but we're going to need 1 more level until we can use the rune pickaxe. In terms of other options, I can think of other things to do to train magic. For example, we can go to Mage Training Arena, and for mining, we can just do star mining or something like that. But smithing, I don't really know where we're going to get smithing EXP from, and this is honestly a pretty satisfying way of doing it. We're leveling 3 skills at once. 41 mining. That enables us to use the rune pickaxe. I'll finish up this inventory and then grab it. Oh, there's 50 magic. You can now cast snare. Time to catch some people out in the wildy. Wow, in the 1100 or so iron ore that I've mined so far, this is the first gem that I've gotten, an uncut sapphire. There's 55 magic, if I'm not mistaken. That is high alch. Yep. Alright, we're done mining and we're just superheating the last of the iron ore in our inventory. And then we're going to move on. We're going to finally unlock Mauritania. We're going to do some Priest in Peril, whatever falls, Nature Spirit, and it's a whole new area to unlock and more quests to do. It is time to make some real gains. The iconic Dragon Slayer 1 quest, and one of the best transportation methods around the game, fairy rings. We're in the middle of Priest in Peril right now, and I remember this quest, the dialogue being pretty funny, because of the twist. It's one of those cases where you think you're helping, but you're not actually helping, and you get tricked pretty much. Okay, I did not actually come prepared to fight this thing, but I think it's okay. We're just gonna staff bash it with Pray Melee on. I was running back to the temple with some pure essence that I need for the quest, and I realized that I can start the famous quest, or the infamous quest, Rag and Bone Man. Actually, the first quest isn't that bad. It's the second one that gets everybody all annoyed. Not sure if I showed the stats after that iron ore mining session, but we finished off at 55 magic, 42 smithing, and 50 mining. And there's Priest and Peril completed. Completing the Nature Spirit quest here. And this quest is the first quest that I've completed that's going to give me defense XP. So I go from 1 to 13 defense. Oh, and we also hit 50 combat. Oh, and all the EXP and levels we got off of just finishing that quest, we are now over 1k total. We're 1009 total level. Look, I know everybody wants to read this quest as Creature of Frankenstein, but it is Frankenstein. Completed. 1000 thieving EXP and the Ring of... Alright, is it Charos or Karos? One of my clanmates is even pointing this out. It's the Mandela effect. Okay, I don't know about that. Stopped by the Champions Guild to continue Dragon Slayer. We asked to do 20 million questions. And then we also bought some green D'hide Vamps, Chaps, and a coif, none of which we can wear yet. Actually, I think we can wear the coif at least. Yeah, we can. And let's go kill some of the things for Rag and Bone Man 1. Okay, just got the ram skull. I believe if we head this way, we can find a bear. Okay, at least we can find the unicorn here. We're gonna need that too for the horn, I believe. Actually, with the unicorn, it's just a bone. And then there's a bear right here, so that works out. Teleport to Camelot, and we run down here to this tower where we killed some bats before for Slayer tasks. We're gonna have to kill another one. Doing Elemental Workshop 2, it is also a task to kill one of each elemental down here. And there's the diary. Okay, I thought I wasn't going to get it for a second, but there we go. Diary task completed. Elemental Workshop 2 completed. 43 smithing, 37 crafting. Very nice. Back in Lumbridge Castle, grabbing the anti-fire shield, or anti-dragon shield. We finally have a offhand of some kind. Also, lots of Rag and Bone Man pieces we gotta pick up here. So we just got the Goblin Skull and then now the Giant Rat Bone. And we're gonna head into the cave for the big frog legs. Here we go, starting the Lost City, which will eventually lead us to Fairy Tale Part 1 and the start of Fairy Tale Part 2, meeting Fairy Ring soon. And running up to do Ernest the Chicken and finish off Vampire Slayer, which I think we started pretty much like on day 1 of this account, but it's been a good bit now and we're finally getting around to finishing it. There's Ernest the Chicken completed, 4 quest points. And there's Vampire Slayer completed. Alright, we've banked everything and we're about to head over to Enchana. I always hate going to Enchana just because you have to de-equip pretty much everything you have. And then sometimes the game tells you, hey, you can't bring that. And then you have to figure out what in your inventory or what you're wearing you can't bring. It just gets annoying. Alright, how many zombies will I have to murder to get this bronze axe? Okay, that only took, I think, 3 or 4. Not too bad. Okay, this bad boy is level 101, but as soon as you spawn it and you just run over to this spot in between these 3 fungi, you're good to go. We're going to get a whole bunch of extra Draman branches here. One for the obvious Draman staff, and then I believe we're going to need a couple for a few other quests, and then, I mean, some extra ones don't hurt in case we lose them for whatever reason. Made our way into Zenaris, and there's Lost City completed, 30 quest points. We're up to 103 quest points now. Time to Martin the Master Gardener to start Fairy Tale Part 1. The 3 items we need for Fairytale Part 1 here is an uncut diamond, a raw cave eel, and some edible seaweed. Okay, I don't think that's too bad. I think the only thing that's kind of out the way is the cave eel. If I'm not mistaken, that might be in the Lumbridge Swamp Cave, potentially. I'll check that out. An uncut diamond we can pull straight from the bank. The raw cave eel, we're going to need a fishing rod, I think a regular one, and some bait that we don't have any of. What? Well, let me go get some bait. Since we got 81 fishing, we can actually access the fishing guild. We have more than enough levels for it, and let me just get one bait pack. There we go, 1 raw cave eel, just like that. There's a few ways to get edible seaweed, but I think the easiest way for me is to grab it on, wait for it, on Fossil Island. 416 Hero doesn't have access to the Fossil Island yet. Haven't done Bone Voyage. We will, though, eventually, obviously, for birdhouses and the ammonite crabs here. But yeah, this is just going to be the quickest way, so let me grab it real quick and meet up with 416 Hero. There he is, or there I am. He is me. There we go. Magic Secateurs acquired. Let's go kill Tangleroot. Just like during Shadow of the Storm, we're gonna flinch the boss. I think I called this boss the Tangleroot, but it's actually Tanglefoot. Anyways, that's complete. Fairy Tale Part 1 completed. Farming XP, attacking XP, magic XP. We're back in Draenor talking to Martin right away to get started on Fairy Tale Part 2, because I believe there's actually some downtime during this one. Like you have to come back 5-10 minutes later to talk to him again or something like that. Also, since we are back in Draenor, we're going to go ahead and finish out Prince Ali Rescue. We have everything we need that we've accumulated before. Once again, giving somebody beer. Wow. Just started on the Evil Dave sub-quest of RFD. Prince Ali Rescue completed. Absolutely massive, because now we don't have to pay 10 GP every time we go through the gate. Oh, and 3 quest points. Also, I just realized, with over 50 magic now, I can actually equip the Tome of Fire. Nice. Even with it being empty, it still gives us some magic bonuses. At this stage of the account, we don't have the requirements, the level requirements to complete Fairy Tale Part 2. But as most people would recommend, you start the quest and you do up until the part where you can unlock fairy rings, which is what we're doing right now. Doing this maze portion of Dragon Slayer. And I believe here is the first map piece. So for the second map piece, we can either pay him 10,000 coins or just murder him real quick and then telegrab the map part. Of course we're going to telegrab it. What do you think we are, rich? Here we're on the docks and we are going to buy and fix up the ship that we're going to take. Down here in the Dwarven Mines, we're about to go through this magic door and get the final map piece for Dragon Slayer. Search the chest, there we go. I believe this is the last step before we set off. We just have to talk to Ned and get him to captain our ship. We fix up the ship only for it to get absolutely destroyed. We're not that low level, so we should be able to just get this done without any flinching. And we have overheads too, so that makes a huge difference. Although I am getting kind of shit on right now, and my prayer's running out. Alright, I didn't bring that much food. We're chowing through it right now. I'm just going to go ahead and do this the good old-fashioned way. I just noticed this rat under me, and I remember watching one of my friends do Dragon Slayer on a hardcore, and they of course they were doing the flinching method, and they misclicked on a rat and just absolutely chanced themselves. Imagine dying during Dragon Slayer 1 due to a rat. And the dragon is down. back in Edgeville to complete the quest. Yes, I actually did it. Boom! Dragon Slayer 1 completed. The iconic free-to-play quest. Whole bunch of EXP, and we're not going to get a rune plate body. I mean, we can't even use it. Oh, look, we only got 34 defense. However, we are going to buy a green D'hide body. Can't use that right now either, but we will. Today we're continuing to knock out more key quests, notably Underground Pass and Monkey Madness. We are inching closer and closer to Recipe for Disaster. Here on Wait For It, we teleported to the Warriors Guild so that we could get some stews, because we're about to do the stew portion for Evil Dave for Recipe for Disaster. Classic. I didn't have any GP on me and I tried to buy something. Alright, I should have this correct. Yes, okay. Back in Lumbridge, give the stew to Evil Dave, and that is one of the subquests completed. In the basement, we're going to start Death to the Dorgishan. Actually, we're going to do this quest all the way through as well, so that we can have access to the bone crossbow. So for this quest, we're going to need 2 full ham sets. I was able to scrounge up 1 full set from some leftovers in the shared storage and the other account. And then looks like we're just going to need to get another pair of boots, the cloak, and a logo. So off to the ham hideout we go. Alright, I got the 2 sets of the outfit. Now we can do the quest. No, not my boy Zanuck. There we go. Death to the Dorgishan completed. We can now... Oh, first of all, 28 range. We can now wield bone crossbows. So let's trade this guy right here. Get ourselves a bone crossbow. I'm going to get a bone dagger while I'm here too. I think that could come in handy. And let's just get a good bunch of bolts. In the middle of doing Holy Grail here. So for this Black Knight Titan, you do have to finish it off with Excalibur, but you can actually use your rune simi or whatever weapon you have to do most of the damage. There's Holy Grail completed. That's some more defense EXP for us, putting us at 39 defense. Now, I don't think any of the quest rewards will push us past 50, but I've made it a point to not train defense just yet until I get all these quests done, just to be safe. We're up at the Barbarian Outpost. If I'm not mistaken, we should be done with the bar crawl. So let's go ahead and talk to... Who is it? This guy? Alright. I would like to smash vials. Yeah, I think so.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
I think you can also just toggle that now in the settings, actual game settings. Okay, so bar crawl completed, and then we're also going to go in here real quick and complete 1 lap of this agility course for a diary task. And it should be 1 lap. There we go. Medium task completed. Now we're at the lighthouse to do Horror from the Deep. So instead of taking that really annoying short, it's not even a shortcut, but it's like an agility thing where you have to hop through the rocks to get to the lighthouse. I can just TP to my POH and use the fairy ring to put us right next to the lighthouse every time. So I'm hopping in, getting ready to fight the Dagnov Mother, and it looks like there is a... Well, with that name, seems like a UIM. Getting ready to fight it. It's interesting. I thought this area would be instance. I'm surprised I'm able to see this. I don't think I've ever done this with anybody else here. Alright, I actually have to TP out. I did not bring nearly enough food, so let's just grab a whole bunch. I only had like 5 pieces of trout. Alright, round 2. Oh, what the... Okay, I got it safe spotted, and it is going much better this time. What is green again? Range. We're not going to do that. Didn't even bring a range weapon. Couple more hits here. Gotta cast Water Strike right now. 3 HP, and boom, there we go. Oh wow, it just finishes the quest right then and there. I closed out the pop-up by accident because I wasn't expecting that. Anyways, here's 32 range, 56 magic, 58 strength. That gave us a lot of EXP actually. So after doing Horror from the Deep, that put us at 32 range. I went ahead and finished a Slayer task I didn't finish before, and that put us at 33 range. Originally, I was going to continue doing Slayer, but instead I think I'm just going to come here to the sand crabs and train to 37 range. 37 because that's going to be a quest requirement for Spirits of the Elite. Okay, we just hit level 37 range. That's the range requirement we need for the quest. So now we're off to do an Animal Magnetism and Spirit of the Elid. And there's Animal Magnetism completed. And now we have an Ava's Attractor. And there's Spirits of the Elid complete. Good chunk of prayer EXP. Alright, it is that time. Time to start one of the iconic quests, Underground Pass. There's some crazy luck here. So the first four, it's just a straight line, and I tested this fifth one. It's not it. So let's see if we have to go this way, and then will it be here? It is. Okay. Okay, I want to say I have the level for the shortcut. Yeah, it's just 50 thieving. We have 72, so we don't have to go through this. Just got the Clank's gauntlets. Best in slot melee gloves for now. Managed to pick up the witch's cat without any issues. Now we just have to make it back to the house. Now we can just safe spot these 3 demons and even just grab the amulets that they're going to drop. Alright, we got the 3 amulets and oh yeah, I was like, where'd they go? We placed them in that chest and now we have to just oh, actually, I think this actually works out. I think that's actually quicker. If there's a time to fall, it's right there, I think. On my way to fight Calrag the Spider. I remember doing this on a hardcore with no overheads, and this seemed very scary, but I don't think it's that bad. Not only do we have overheads this time around, I'm also utilizing a corner safe spot, so nice and easy. Just recording this clip to say that Underground Pass has largely gone pretty smoothly. I fell one time. Surely I won't jinx it right here. Yeah, I only fell one time. And it was actually a really convenient time. It sped the quest up. Wow, and we are out of there. All we have to do is return to King Lathis to finish the quest. On to King Lathis to finish out the quest. There we go. 5 quest points. 3k agility, 3k attack EXP, Iban Staff, and Iban Blast. Okay, if we finish the quest, now we talk to the Dark Mage, I guess. Can you upgrade? Yes, there we go. Rip 200,000 coins, which we can't even use because we don't have 50 attack yet. What the hell? We cannot escape it. We have to do Slayer, even though I don't want to. But what I was going to say was that we have to do Slayer to train our attack levels up. And I was going to make a strength amulet, but turns out we don't have 50 crafting. But you know what? Through the power of being a GIM. Wow, no way. We just got a ruby amulet. There we go. Amulet of Strength. Alright, Turiel, what are you going to give me as a task? 20 ghosts. Ton of Vanica here for my 20th task, so I can start getting some Slayer points. I skipped over 10, I just kind of forgot about it. And what is this? Otherworldly beings. I actually have to look this up. What is this? Alright, as it turns out, it's these bad boys in Zanaris. They're level 64. I have to kill 54 of these? Do they drop anything? I have never been here in my life. Look at the reaction in my clan chat, too. They're just like, what? TPing to Falador Park right now, talking to certification to buy some initiate armor because I figured that I think I already got the helmet out of the quest. I figured the way we're going to be doing Slayer is we're just going to be using overhead praise a lot, TPing out, and then going right back to the spot. So might as well get the extra prayer bonus. Still working on 50 attack here, but we hit 60 combat level earlier, and now we just hit 40 hit points. And there's 50 attack. Alright, let's move on to do Ghost Ahoy and Monkey Madness. We're in the middle of Ghost Ahoy right now, and I forgot to bring a weapon to kill this giant lobster, so we're just staff bashing it with our drum and stuff. And there's Ghost Ahoy completed. Got the Ectophile, which is a really good one-click teleport. It is time for Monkey Madness 1. Any puzzle solvers? Without the plugin, of course. Alright, we're going to be really patient. We're not going to get caught even once. Yep. Alright. We're going to be really patient and not get caught even once. Okay, I think this next rotation here for this gorilla is going to be it. Oh, maybe not. Nope, it is. Okay. Follow them out, pretty much. Go, go, go. Wait, what? Oh my. There's no way. There we go. We're just gonna finesse 4 of those monkey talismans for RFD real quick. Okay, I grabbed my 4 monkey talismans that we will be needing. I came back to the temple though because we need to kill one of these monkey guards up here as well as one of the zombie monkeys. Okay, turning in all the talismans and bones here. Gotta be really careful not to bury them. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it all over again. Alright, time to fight the jungle demon. Wow, my internet went out in the middle of fighting the jungle demon. Where am I right now? I just kind of chilled on the outside until all these little dudes out here got it down low. Now I'll just finish it off. 15 HP left, should be any second now. And there we go. There we go, Monkey Madness 1 completed. So being a level 50 defense account, or that's the plan anyways, we got to be careful with our defense levels. I haven't done any defense training at all. I'm currently level 39 solely off of quest rewards. Now, Monkey Madness has a huge combat EXP reward by talking to Darrow after the quest. And most people will typically do attack and defense EXP, and that's what we're going to do as well. Alrighty, we just did the training, and we jumped from 39 defense to 46. We jumped from 50 attack to 52. And I don't know what our hit points were, but we're now 44. Of course, right after the quest completion, we have to come back and buy ourselves a dragon simi. We can't use it yet. We need 60 attack, but we'll get there eventually. Next up, we're going to do the quest Wanted. Oh, and we gained so many levels off of doing Monkey Madness 1 that we are now over 1100 total. It's coming back to me now what quest this is, and all I gotta say is there are like 20,000 unskippable cutscenes. Not even cutscenes necessarily, it's just dialogue that you can't skip. This quest has taken me longer than Monkey Madness 1, and it's only because these NPCs never stop yapping. And this all-powerful wizard that just KO'd everybody decides to now staff bash me. Genuinely, this quest is in contention to be one of the worst ones. But we got it out the way, and we gained 5,000 Slayer EXP from this, so that Slayer EXP is always good. I know all the knights here are Serpents, but I've never noticed this dog. Is this new? How long has this been in the game? Cerberus. We're doing a bit more Slayer. The goal is to try and get our range level up to 40, and then once we get to 40 range, we'll switch over to meleeing and getting attack to 60. Man, early game Slayer is just so unbelievably ass. With that being said, I'm gonna get 40 range at crabs. Oh, and there's 40 range. Unfortunately, we do have to keep doing Slayer, but instead of ranging, I'm gonna go get my melee gear out and Try to power through it. We're trying to get 40 Slayer here. I teleported to Edgefield, a bank, and I just made the realization. We can get a rune plate body, and let's go to the Champions Guild and pick up some rune plate legs. Here we are, rune plate legs, and boom. Look at this absolute unit. On my way to Vanica to pick up my next Slayer task. Hopefully he gives me some good. 14 vampires. I don't know if this is the best location, but what I could come up with was the Haunted Woods and these feral vampires, level 61. We are on another Vanica task here, and for this one, we're killing Ice Giant. After another 9 Turiel tasks, we picked up another one from Vanica, and now we're at Ogres. I'm doing Slayer on Wait For It right now as well for the Imbued Heart grind, and I decided to use my scythe on Gargoyles just for fun. It's ridiculously expensive. Not at all worth it, but I mean, look at this though. Back at Vanica, what are we gonna get? 87 crocodiles. There we go. Missed the pop-up, but 40 Slayer. We can move on to some more questing now. We're down here in Morton to start Shades of Morton. And instead of having to run south of Canifis, I was able to just teleport to Barrows, and then it was a short distance over here, so that's convenient. There's Shades of Morton completed. 38 crafting, 26 herb lore. We can now make energy potions. Okay, there is a book, I think. Maybe this diary. I'm going to assume it's this diary that we can take to the apothecary in Varrock for some bonus herblore EXP. Here we are. I wonder if we can use it on the apothecary. Yes, we can. Now we move on to Hero's Quest. We're at Brimhaven now. This is the part of Hero's Quest where you need someone from the opposite gang to help you out. So I have Peppy, aka Pepperington, although by next week his name will probably be something different again. Okay, he's given us the key. Now we talk to Charlie the cook, do some sneaking around, then we bop Grip, I think, through the window. Now we just have to wait for Grip to be lured in. There you go. He should grab the key and get the candlesticks. And there we go. He gives us a candlestick. Getting the ice gloves from the Ice Queen right now. We're not doing very much damage. Okay, it took a little bit, but there are the ice gloves. Got all the items we need for Hero's Quest. And what are our rewards? 29k EXP spread over 12 skills. I think we get defense EXP out of this too, right? 59 strength, 28 herb lore, 44 smithing. We can now make steel two-handed swords. Oh boy, game changing. 67 combat. Oh, that's it? I was kind of expecting more. Next up on the list is Fremenic Trials. Looks like we need level 40 crafting, so I'm going to go ahead and chisel some gems we got from Wintertod. And there's 40 crafting. That did not take long at all. Only a couple of sapphires. Dude, we got to put our pet rock in here? What the... This part of the quest is really just a Fremenic exclusive of the One Small Favor. And there's Fremenic Trials completed. Little bit of defense EXP from this quest. Puts us at 47, which is still okay. On to Throne of Miscellanea, and I believe the next quest, the follow-up quest, is Royal Troubles, so that we can finally start Kingdom. That's Throne of Miscellanea completed. And there's Royal Trouble completed. We're going to do Bon Voyage next, but first we have to get our kudos up. Oh, I was not paying attention, but we just found a... Well, it says clean necklace now, but it's a ruby necklace that unlocks the dig site pendant. Got pulled into some hard mode tops here, so I sent 416 here to the crabs, and we just hit 50 hit points. Oh my god, sailing has been released. Classic. I couldn't get the clip, but Bon Voyage completed. Setting up for my first birdhouse run here, and the great thing is I don't even have to set up my own clockmaker's bench. Also, I don't have to make 10,000 dig site pendants because I have access to this one right here. While we wait to do our first birdhouse run, we are going to do the giant dwarf so that we gain access to the blast furnace in Celtigrim. Paying a visit to our boy Thurgo again with another red berry pie. Oh, this is the part where we have to hand in like a random assortment of ores or bars. Let's see. I think the first one was silver bars. Wait, it doesn't tell me. I can ask him again, right? 4 silver ore. We can do that. Oh, is this new? We have the option of skipping the cutscene. Nice. Quest completed. A little bit of mining, smithing, crafting, magic, thieving, and fire making EXP. This is going to make farming so much easier. So I did pull a dupe bottomless compost bucket on wait for it at one point in time. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and hand it over to 416 Hero. Early game farming always sucks because you have to juggle all the buckets and whatnot. But not if we already have a bottomless compost bucket to begin with. We're still waiting on the birdhouses right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and do some crafting while we wait. Crafting levels are always going to be good to have. This is something I should have done before doing the giant dwarf, and that's to plant these barley seeds because we're going to need some barley malt for the following quest that we're going to do, and that's a forgettable tale of a drunken dwarf. Okay, birdhouses are finally ready. We go from 9 to 10 off of one birdhouse. 10 to 12 off of the second birdhouse. And level 14 off of the last one. So we're able to do oak birdhouses now. While we wait for the barley to finish growing, we're going to do Tears of Guthix. There we go. Tears of Guthix completed. 1k crafting XP. And of course, we're going to do the actual Tears of Guthix minigame right away. And we go from 9 to 14 rune crafting. Perfect, because I think at level 10, or we needed level 10 to be able to do Guardians of the Rift. We are getting started on the Forgettable Tale right now, and after this quest, we're also going to do the Garden of Tranquility. Both of these quests have a lot of downtime when you're just doing nothing but waiting for stuff to grow. So this is the perfect time. Remember when we mined 2,300 iron ore and smelted them into bars? We're going to turn those into iron dart tips. Just set up the vat, and now there's more waiting. So we're going to do some herb lore at the bank. After what feels like an eternity, we finally finished Forgettable Tale. I was on my way to pick up some more items for Garden of Tranquility, and we just got a new clog. A new hat. Just hit 38 herb lore. This is a big one because we can now make prayer potions. Imagine if this quest actually made you push it all the way from Lumbridge to Barrows Castle. Garden of Tranquility completed. 5,000 farming EXP. That will put us at 30. Staying on top of our birdhouse runs now, and we just hit level 20 hunter. Before we know it, we're going to move on from oaks to willows. We're currently in the middle of doing the Eyes of Glufry quest. Down the line, we're definitely going to do the next quest, the Path of Glufry, so that we can get our hands on a warp scepter. This stupid machine took me way too long, I'm not going to lie. I just couldn't get the right shapes. And that's the Eyes of Glufry completed. 57 magic, 25 rune crafting. Moving on to the Tower of Life quest now, and for some reason in this quest, they just have to drag it out. Like, look at this. We're pulling out one item, and it's taking 5 to 10 seconds to pull it out. And there's Tower of Life completed. We're up to 151 quest points now. And before we get out of here, which one of these altars is for the raw chicken and the swordfish? Looks like it's the southwest one. And for the diary task. There we go. Another birdhouse run, and that actually put us at 1200 total. I was in a little bit of a lull, but I figured out what to do next. We're gonna do Temple of the Eye to get some rune crafting EXP, so that we can get to do What Lies Below, which I believe is a prerequisite for Defender of Varrock. Oh, and to further that train of thought, we want to do Defender of Varrock because it gives us smithing EXP. We're gonna need 70 for Song of the Elves. There's Temple of the Eye completed, Guardians of the Rift unlocked. Sticking with the Defender of Varrock questline, we're going to be doing Below Ice Mountain. This should be a quick quest. Not sure how many frog tokens we need, but I'm going to go ahead and do this random and get another one. Below Ice Mountain finished. So I'm getting started with farm runs now, and obviously the birdhouse runs as well. It honestly feels like we are now in a different era. Of course, we're still questing, but now we got to keep up with these. They're not quite dailies, but just general upkeep, right? Farming to get our levels up. Herb lore. We have moved on up from oak birdhouses to willow. Starting on Temple of the Ikov. This is also part of the Defender of Varrock questline, but it's also important in general. So you're supposed to use ice arrows on this guy, but if you just have them in your ammo slot and you use something like knives or darts, you can actually cheese this. Once again missed the clip, but that's Temple of Ikov completed. That put us at 42 range, which is for Void. We're only 76 EXP away from 43 actually. We took a little break to get 60 attack, which should come up in the next hit. There we go, 60 attack, 69 combat, nice. We're currently waiting on some willow trees to finish growing so that we can do Enlightened Journey. In the meantime, we're going to try to get level 50 construction through Mahogany Homes. 14 contracts in, working on our 15th, and this is the first time we have to teleport to Varrock. Anyways, here's 50 construction. Finished with construction, now let's grab our willow branches. Now that we have our willow branches, we can continue and finish the Enlightened Journey. Enlightened Journey completed. Most important thing out of this is this sick bomber outfit. You could probably work out that from all the questing that we've been doing, we're working towards RFD and Barrows gloves. So we just got a couple more quests to do, and we're actually pretty close now. Big chompy bird hunting completed. Another birdhouse run, and we just hit level 30. Rag and Bone Man 1 completed. Dang it, I missed it again. I closed the pop-up. But 60 magic, that's big because I think that's the requirement for Mage Arena 1. Family crest completed. We can now go and grab the Goldsmith gauntlets. Working on Death Plateau right now, and it's yet another quest involving giving somebody alcohol. Death Plateau completed. That's Troll Stronghold completed. Riding the carpet on my way to start Desert Treasure 1. This is going to be a big quest. Obviously, it's the last quest before RFD, but also this will unlock the Ancient Spellbook. Fighting the first boss for Desert Treasure 1 right now. Nice and easy because of the ice gloves and using Water Blast. Alright, how many lockpicks will it take for us to open this chest? We're on number 2 right now. Nope. Number 3. Nope. We did it. We got it. Let me hit the bank and find out how many lockpicks that took me. So originally we had 50 lockpicks, and now we have 17 remaining. So that means we used 33 lockpicks for the chest. That's honestly not too bad. I'm not gonna lie, this took me several trips. I died a couple of times. I just couldn't get a safe spot to work. Alright, we finally got the diamond. Let's get out of here. Here's the third boss we have to fight. That is not my Ivan staff. Whoops. So for this one, I think you can cheese it by just flicking range and melee prey, because it'll switch depending on which overhead you have on, right? But if you keep switching, it confuses it, and you're kind of just flinching it in a way. Everything about this last boss is just made to annoy you. Like the amount of effort it takes to get here, and then like this guy constantly freezing you when you're just trying to get close. And then after you defeat the boss, it still makes you walk all the way around to get up this mountain. Got all 4 of the diamonds. We just gotta place one in each corner of this pyramid. Running through the pyramid took a few tries, but we finally made it. Desert Treasure 1 complete. 3 quest points, 20,000 magic EXP, and the biggest thing of all, ability to use ancient magics. And the best thing is, for us, we don't have to run all the way here to use this. Or not the lectern, but the altar to spellbook swap. We can just teleport to our POH. After completing Desert Treasure 1, we now have finished all the prerequisite quests for RFD. We just need a few more quest points from outside the quest line though, so after that we'll be able to complete Recipe for Disaster and get Barrows gloves. We're going to do the quest Regicide here, and I want to say that this quest will give us enough points to complete RFD. Staying on top of our farm runs, we just hit level 40 farming. Just hit 34 hunter, which means teak bird houses. Good thing I brought both logs with me, I wasn't sure. Okay, this quest took a fair bit, but Regicide is completed, 3 quest points. Not only that, but we now have access to Zulrah, although I don't think I'm quite ready for that yet. We still have the RFD subquest to do, but I'm thinking ahead for the boss fights, and I want to get a Mage Arena 1 cape, I think. It is a Friday right now, but it's only Mage Arena 1, and we're in combat here anyways. It should be fine. Alright, nice and easy. We just got the Mage Arena 1 caves. Just one more quest before RFD, and that's Hand in the Sand. We're gonna need this one quest point. Once again, use beer on an NPC. Don't mind me, just casually have a wizard's head in my backpack. And that's Hand in the Sand completed. Now, we can start the RFD subquest. Completed the General Goblin section. We did Evil Dave earlier, so that's 2 done already. Mountain Dwarf subquest completed. Okay, I was not expecting a clog while I was down here, but fresh crab shell, okay. Pirate Pete's portion finished. I was in the middle of doing the Monkey Ambassador subquest, and I realized I needed 70 cooking. So here I am cooking away 60, and we need another 10 levels. While we're cooking away on 416 Hero, I'm on Wait For It, humidifying jugs to create jugs of water, so that we can later make wines for faster EXP. I've been sitting at 60 cooking here, but I've been making the wines, and I just haven't let the EXP drop yet. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to let the EXP drop because I have to go do a birdhouse run. So let's just do this last inventory, and let's see how big of an EXP drop we're about to get here. A casual 364k. We went from 60 to 68, so 2 more levels to go until we can finish out the RFD subquest. I plugged my current EXP to a skill calculator and was able to figure out how many more wines I needed. So 400 wines later, give or take this inventory, we are about to be... Wow, I was hoping I'd time this better. But we're about to be 70 cooking. Oh! You know... 577 EXP short. Okay, one moment. That is awkward. I thought wines would stop failing or going bad at 68, but I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Anyways, now here's 70 cooking. I'm definitely going to grab more than one snake corpse just in case, because it would be very unfortunate for it to burn and then for us to have to go all the way back out here and then back. No issues there. Cooked it on the first one. So here's the stuffed snake. There we go. Another one down. And that's another one done. 173 quest points. Only 2 to go. Another one down, and just one more to go. And that's the last subquest. Alright, let's get geared up for the fights. Ooh, that was very close, actually. The floor in here is so hard on the eyes. I don't remember it being like this. Yeah, the first one was cooking me, but this one, nice and simple. Nice and easy. This guy's hitting 17s on me. That kind of hurts. We're doing lots of damage, though, so this is good. And there we go. Alright, for this next one, I think we're going to need a little bit more magic defense. Oh. Can we get it within this phase? Yes, there we go. Time for the final boss himself. There it is. Recipe for disaster completed. Barrows gloves. Wow. Honestly, all things considered, that did not feel like it took too long. Here we go. How much do these bad boys cost? 130k? Not bad at all. The obvious Iron Man goal these days is to get to Song of the Elves for the Corrupted Gauntlet. But Recipe for Disaster and Barrows gloves will always be important and remains iconic. It's definitely one of the key stepping stones for any account. Now that we have it, as for what's next, we are going to work towards Royal Titans and the Prayer Scrolls, which will actually be our best in slot as a 50 defense account. Following that, we'll make our way to Song of the Elves and the Corrupted Gauntlet. And plot twist, we're probably going to get the Blade first.